Hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. Let's do one more difficult reading that I can say. This is reading passage number 3 and the reading title is Robots. Okay, so of course this is science kind of reading, so many students must be having fear about it, that this is difficult kind of reading, how we can handle it. So for this type of reading, so passage 3, so here match each statement with the correct expert, means list of people kind of reading is there. So second type of question, again complete each sentence with the correct ending. Again this is matching kind of question, match each statement sentence with the correct endings. This is also matching sentence. And third type of question is also difficult, that is multiple choice question. But here I can see here a list of experts, list of people. So these people name will be repeated in this paragraph, in this passage. It means first we need to highlight these three persons name in the reading passage, so that whenever we have to look for the information relating to these persons, straight away we will go to that paragraph. So let me do my homework first. I am highlighting three persons, three experts' name in the reading passage. Now look at this, what I have done in the reading passage. Wherever these persons' names were there, so I had highlighted every person's name. You can see in actual, also in actual computer based IELTS exam, you can highlight the things, and in pen paper also you can circle the person's name in every paragraph. Okay, so basically I have seen these persons' names. So here also Richard Rees. So here also Richardson and Rees persons names. It means these three persons names are overall in this passage. So I will do my first type of question first, that is match each statement. So from 27 to 33, these are the statements and we have to match with the correct expert. Okay, and B is also given. It means you may use any letter more than once. Which letters? These persons names, letter A, B, C. So of course from 27 to 33, seven statements are there, and person's name are only three. So it means naturally person's name or letters will be repeated many times. Okay, first I will read all the options, then I will start looking for these persons name. And we can, if you want, you can try to read this thing, these three lines, two lines. Three leaders in their fields answer questions about our relationship with the robots. Three leaders, three experts in their fields answer questions about robots. Okay, so let's start with first, that is 27th. First, I will read the statement and try to understand its meaning and come out with one or two words, keywords. I will just opt it for our own safety. Okay, safety purpose. Humans will need to restrict the abilities of some restrictions. The person wants restrict the abilities of robots. Robots everywhere. In every paragraph you will get robots. So robot is not a keyword. For our own safety, humans will need to restrict the abilities of robots. Okay, now I understood. The risk of robots harming us is less serious, is less means not serious, not harming us, then humans believe it too. So whatever the humans were believing it, that risk of robots will harm us, it is less serious. Some expert is saying. 29th, it will take many decades. Now this is really important to understand. So wherever we are getting these words, decades means many years, like one decade is 10 years, two decades, next 10 more years, means decades, maybe 20 years, maybe 30 years, it may have written like that, and it is in future tense. Got it? It will take many decades for robot intelligence to be imaginative as human intelligence. So it will take many years for robot intelligence to be as imaginative as we are human intelligence. 30th, we may have to start considering whether we are treating robots fairly. We may have to start considering, means we should start considering whether we are treating robots fairly or not. Okay. Robots are probably more of help us to more help to us on earth than in space. So they are saying robots are probably of more help to us on earth than in space. So probably robots should help us on earth than in space. So comparison is there that robots should help on earth, not in space. The ideas in high quality science, okay, high quality science fiction, okay, fiction word is important here. Okay, fiction may prove to be just as accurate as those found in the work of mediocre scientists. Okay, some ideas they have about high quality science fiction. Now, where they will be talking about fiction, which person, if some person is talking about fiction kind of thing, high quality science fiction, then definitely that would be matching with that. There are those who look forward to robots developing greater intelligence. There are those who look forward, who is looking forward to robots developing greater intelligence. Okay. Now I have understood almost everything. Now um, that is not sure that whatever the keywords we have selected, same keyword, same sentence structure, you will get it. It may be fragmented into one or two sentences, or some synonyms may be used. Okay, so I can see here Martin Rees word is here. Martin, they are talking in this paragraph, they are talking about this person. So one by one, I will explain all types of questions. When asked, now it's important. So in these kinds of question, where list of people kind of question, wherever inverted commas are there, means these person had said in inverted comma. So that will take us to the answer. So, of course, we have to match with the expert's opinion. These are the opinions indirectly, you can say. Should robots be used to colonize other planets? Okay, Cosmo, and this is all unnecessary information what this person is uh, about. Said he believed that solar system would be mapped by robotic craft by the end of the century. The next step would be mining of asteroids, enabling fabrication of a large structure in space without having to bring all raw materials from Earth. I think now it's these are this is his personal. I think this is more realistic and benign than the terraforming of planets. He maintains that colonized planets should be preserved with a status that is this. Okay. First question. So in next paragraph, they are talking on question of using robots to colonize other planets and exploit mineral resource. Engineer, another person means second person. So first paragraph was saying, should robots be used to? Okay, this is the question. Should robots be used to colonize? For this person, what he said, the next step would be, I think now he is explaining that next step would be taken things from Earth and all. I think this is more realistic and benign than terraforming of planets. He maintains that colonized planets should be preserved with a status that is uh, analogous to Antarctica than here on Earth. Human will need restrict ability. The risk of is less serious. Many decades is not there. We may have to start considering whether we are treating robots fairly. No, robots are probably more help to us than on Earth than in space. I think helpful having to. I think more realistic. He maintains colonized planets. Okay, ideas in high quality science fiction. There are those who look forward to robots developing greater intelligence. So intelligence is also not there. Okay, let's shift to next paragraph. So that is second paragraph. Here I can see this person name, second person name. So first paragraph we couldn't get any answer. So on the question of using robots to colonize other planets, exploit mineral resources and engineering professor, this I don't see a pressing need, means important need to colonize other planets unless we can bring these resources back to Earth. Okay. The vast majority of Earth is currently inaccessible to us. Using robots to gather resources nearer to home would seem to be a better use of our robotic tools. Okay. For our own safety, humans will need to restrict the abilities of robots. This is also not explained like that. The risk of robots harming us is less serious. It is also not there. It will take many decades. Decades is also not explained. We may have to start considering whether we are treating robots fairly. So no. So he is saying that many parts of the earth is inaccessible. So using robots to gather resources near to a home would be better usage of robot tools. Mm, whether we are okay, robots are probably more help to us on Earth than in space. So I think we can match 31 also. Clearly, it is given that robots are probably of more help to us on Earth in. So I will mark this B number. The ideas in high quality science fiction may have to prove to be just as accurate as those found in work of mediocre uh, scientists. So let's read next paragraph. Meanwhile, for anthropology, Professor Kathleen Richardson, now they are talking about third person. The idea of colonization of other planets seem morally dubious. I think whether we do something on Earth or on Mars, we should always do it in spirit of genuine interest in other, not to impose a particular model, but to meet other. Genuine interest. I think whether what we do on Earth or Mars, we should always do in spirit of genuine interest. Uh, the ideas in high quality science fiction may have proved to be just accurate as those found in work of no. We may have start to considering whether we are treating robots fairly. No. So he is saying genuine interest. We should use these robots in genuine interest. For our own safety, humans will need to restrict the abilities of robots. Abilities of the risk of harming is less serious. It will take many decades. We may have to start. Those are probably more. This we have selected. I don't think so. Nothing is matching. Let's move to next paragraph. Now, fourth number paragraph. You can see this. So this person, first person is there. Let's read it. What he's saying in response to the second question: how soon will machine intelligence outstrip human intelligence? Okay. Reese, Reese mentions robots that are advanced enough to beat humans at chess, but then goes on to say robots are still limited in their ability. Ability word was in first 27 number to sense their environment. So for our own safety, humans will need to restrict the abilities of robots. Okay. Safety, they can't recognize and move the pieces on. No, they are not talking about, they are talking about chessboard and all. Later this century, however, their more advanced successors may relate to their surroundings and to people as adeptly we do. Moral questions then arise. Should we feel guilty about exploiting robots? Should we treat if they are underemployed, frustrated? Okay. So what I have understood from this, from here, robots are still limited in their ability to sense their environment. So they have used chessboard. So how cleverly a child can do, but robot cannot do. So for that purpose, so he's saying, should we feel guilty about somewhere we were? Yes, we may have to start considering whether we are treating robots fairly or not. So it is given moral questions then arise. We may have to start considering should about exploiting sophisticated robots. So 30th will come with a number person. Okay. Now coming to next person, Volpart means second person, B number. Response to the question about machine intelligence outstripping human intelligence was this: in a limited sense, it already has. Machines can already navigate, remember, and search for items with the ability that far outstrips humans. Okay, just a minute. Let me shift the. Okay, we were on this paragraph. Response to the question about machine intelligence outstripping than human intelligence was this: in a limited sense, it already has. Machines can already navigate, remember, search for items with an ability. Ability word is here that for strips humans. However, there is no machine that can identify visual objects or speech with the reliability and flexibility of humans. Okay. Okay, so they are comparing human and machine, expecting a chain close to the creative. So this I don't understand what they are saying. Close to the creative intelligence of a human within the next 50 years would be highly ambitious. So 50 years somewhere they were, yeah. It will take many decades means they have used this 50 in next 50 years means will means future they are talking for robot intelligence. So of course here they were talking about robot machine intelligence, as imaginative as human intelligence. So you can read it again. Machines can already navigate, remember and search for items with an ability that far outstrip means that can beat humans. However, there is no machine that can identify visual objects or speech with the reliability and flexibility uh, so close to the creative intelligence. So intelligence word is also there of a human within next 50 years would be highly ambitious. So they are expecting in future. So here I will select B number person for 29th also. Okay. Now third person has come. This is Richardson again. He believes that our fear of machines becoming too advanced, fear kind of thing was there. Mm, fear may be relating to this, I think. So, yes, the risk of robots harming us is less serious than humans believe it to be. Okay. Fear of machines means indirectly you can think that harming to us. Our fear of machines becoming too advanced has more to do with human nature than anything instinctive to the machines themselves. In her view, it stems from humans' tendency to personify inanimate objects. We create machines based on representations of ourselves and imagine that machines think and behave as we do. Therefore, see the mass and autonomous threat, okay, has to mod with human nature than anything instinctive to the machines themselves. Okay, let me shift the page. So we were at this paragraph and we were reading about this Richardson, third number person, and at the end, one of the consequences of taking thinking that the problem lies with the machines is that we tend to imagine that they are greater and more powerful than they really are. Subsequently, they become so. Harming us is less serious than humans. That is not explained like that. Abilities of robots is also not there. Okay, let's go to next paragraph. That is that is they are talking about again first person. Okay, so let's read it. What he's saying. This led to the third question: should we be scared by advances in artificial now here I think they are talking about the risk of robots harming us is less serious than humans. So I think they are talking about this question. To this question, Reese replied, those who should be worried are worried means I think fear kind of thing. Futurologists who believe in the so-called singularity, and another worry is that we are increasingly dependent on computer networks. These could behave like a single brain with a mind of its own and with goals that may be contrary to human welfare. I think we should ensure that robots remain as no more than idiot servants lacking the capacity to outwit us, even though they may greatly surpass us in the ability to calculate the process. Okay, ability for our own safety, humans will need to restrict the ability of robots. So here I think he has started. I think we should ensure that robots remain as no more than idiot servants. For our own safety, humans will need to restrict so they are saying lacking the capacity to outwit us, even though they may greatly surpass us in the ability to calculate. Humans will need to restrict. The risk of robots harming us is less serious than humans believe to be. It may this we have done. The ideas in high quality science fiction is also not there. There are those who look forward to robots developing. Yes, so I think 33 we can match it because here they are saying that we are depending on this computer. Those who look forward to robots developing They may greatly surpass us in the ability to calculate. So I think on the basis of this, I will select A, number 33. If something is better answer, then we will change the answer. See this word I have forgotten. Contrary to human welfare. So means for our own safety, humans will need to restrict. So here I think, so what she is saying, reads first number. We should ensure that robots remain as no more than idiot servants, you can say, lacking the capacity to outwit us, even though they may greatly surpass in ability. So ability also they are talking. So for own safety, so I was just looking for that kind of another kind of safety, but here they are saying about human welfare. It means this is also society safety kind of thing. So 27th will be A, and this was wrong answer. 33 we will not match it. Okay, now coming to next person. Wolpert's response was to say that we have already seen the damaging effects of artificial intelligence in the form of computer viruses, but in this case he says the real intelligence is malicious designer. Critically, the benefits of computers outweigh the damage that computer viruses cause. Okay, let me shift the page. Now, next paragraph, we can read it. Here, I can see third person's name. Response to this question was this: we need to ask why fears of, again, fears word is there. Artificial intelligence and robots persist. Artificial intelligence and robots persist. None have, in fact, risen up and challenged human supremacy. She believes that as robots have never shown themselves to be threat to humans. Threat to humans. So this is clearly given. So it means we were wrong in this question. For our own safety means threat to humans. It seems unlikely that they ever will. Humans will need. No, 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 no. This is something different. It seems unlikely that they ever will. In fact, she went on. Not all fear robots. Many people welcome machine intelligence. So earlier she was saying we need to ask why fears of artificial intelligence and robot none have in fact risen up and challenged human supremacy. She believes so they have not challenged anything to human intelligence. She believes that as robots have never shown themselves to be a threat to humans, it seems unlikely that they ever will be doing it to human. In fact, she went on, not all fears, many people welcome machine intelligence. There are those who look forward to robots developing greater intelligence. This also we can select for. Or human safety, humans will need to restrict the. So here it is not given like that, restrict the abilities of robots. No. Risk of harming us is less serious. Yes, this we can select 28. Yes, yes, I was just confusing. C number will come with 28. Yes, yes. The risk of there is no risk to human safety and threat that harming us is less serious than human believes it to be. So that is clear. Now next paragraph, here they are talking about reason. What can science fiction word is, yes, 32. What science fiction tell us about robotics? Reese reply, I sometimes advise students that it's better to read first-rate science fiction than second-rate science, more stimulating and perhaps no more likely to be wrong. The ideas in high-quality science fiction may prove to be just as accurate as though found in the work of mediocre students. So I think this will come with A number. Okay. Now next paragraph. I think we have solved every question over here.